Christmas cards and things like that, thereafter. I'm not throwing him under the bus. The point is, how is he going to prison for fat diets that I looked at, and quite frankly, if you actually followed it, I think you would lose weight. You know, he said natural cures they don't want you to know about. I don't know if they're cures, but certainly it's been proven that mass dosages of vitamin C, Linus Pauling won the Pulitzer, not the Pulitzer, the Nobel Prize for it, twice, but one of them was for that, finding it can really reduce cancer. I mean, you need to go to prison for 10 years for that? See, they can go put him in jail and make themselves look good, like in Scarface where he says, you need me to be the bad man. So you can point your finger and go, there's the bad man. When the truth is, it's the banks and the system that have been running it all for thousands of years, and you guys are the real criminals. But you need me to point your finger at and say, there's the bad man. And that is exactly what's going on here. Martha Stewart did nothing, and they put her in prison. Kevin Trudeau, because I didn't really know who Kevin Trudeau was. I'd seen his infomercials and thought they were pretty reasonable about, St. John's wort's good for depression. I've seen the mainline studies on that. Vitamin C is good for not getting cancer. Everybody knows that. But then I discovered over the years, after I had him on a couple of times, people sent me all the info. In this book, he says he met with aliens? Went and looked at it, really said that. Did you know over here, he mails out these letters saying, join this group, and we'll send you a bunch of, tips on how to join the Illuminati. And sure enough, I was like, whoa, this is incredible. But my point is, Kevin Trudeau compared to Obama and the globalist and Rahm Emanuel's brother that helped write the bill saying, oh, we want to direct health care on Fox. That is our plan. The insurance companies know that. And they want to be on the team in the future where they're going to administer the single payer where you've got to pay whatever they say. That's the opposite of socialism. That is foreign offshore corporations taxing us directly as the Supreme Court ruled on Obamacare. So it really gets stuck in my craw, a burr in my saddle, a grain of sand in my oyster, that the mass crime is going on, cancer, viruses, and the vaccines, forced medication with fluoride in the water, forced sterilizations at prisons, on record, LA Times, ongoing. All these huge crimes going on, Federal Reserve laundering hundreds of billions in drug money conservatively a year. It's on record. Nobody gets in trouble. But if you get caught with a pill of, say, ecstasy or something, which is really bad for you, I don't think you should take it. The point is, though, that's your own personal life. You're going to spend a year in prison probably. When the government is on record shipping in masses of the ecstasy out of Israel, you name it, every single day. They ship the opium in, all of it. And I'm tired of it. And it's the same thing with putting Kevin Trudeau in prison. Good, throw him in prison. But he's a precedent-setting case. To go after other people for their free speech is very dangerous. But hey, let's put Obama and Hillary Clinton in prison first. And then way down the line, we can get to Kevin Trudeau. Who, by the way, ought to make a movie about him. I mean, you talk about a BSer, man. Go to dinner with that guy. Went to dinner with him at the Four Seasons, him and his wife. Wearing this big old diamond ring, this suit, like a $5,000 suit. I'm sitting there in a T-shirt. And I mean, just unbelievable levels of BS. But nothing compared to LeBron James rolling out a moron to sell enslavement and signing on to Obamacare. Here's that clip.
Hi, I'm LeBron James. I know how important it is to take care of yourself, your friends, and your family.
That's why death panels.
That's why I want to tell you about the health insurance marketplace at healthcare.gov.
Get signed up so the IRS can suck you dry.
You can go there to find an affordable health plan as part of the healthcare law.
Yes, it's very affordable.
The deadline to enroll is March 31st.
It's like the Patriot Act. It's patriotic.
You never know when you might take a hit.
The deadline.
Spread the word and get covered today.
By the way, it was all covered by Charity Care. It was all covered by the emergency room hospitals, most of which are, quote, charity hospitals and tax exempt and are supposed to do at least half their care for free. Regular hospitals are supposed to do between 10 and 30% free. That was taught in all medical schools until 20 years ago. They've gotten rid of the Hippocratic Oath, all of it. You've got this, they're getting rid of our health care, folks, and you're now finding that out. Oh, you don't get a knee surgery now. You get a cane. You don't get cataract surgery. You get a cane. That's what Emmanuel says. You get a cane. You get a cane upside your head.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. Silverlungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Right now at Emergency Essentials, get free shipping on every order over $150. And that's not all. We have the guaranteed lowest prices anywhere, like our new Farmers Market vegetable combo that's on sale for 50% off. That's 6 cans of freeze-dried veggies for only $79.99. Or get Mountain House pork chops for 22% off. Call Emergency Essentials at 800-999-1863 or click BePrepared.com. The choice is clear. Be unprepared or BePrepared.com.
Jessica Armand here, creator of My Magic Mud, the all-natural teeth whitener and strengthening remedy that's getting rave reviews from GCN listeners. Here's what Austin dentist Dr. Griffin Cole has to say about it.
I really love this Magic Mud product. Because charcoal is so absorbent, it's very effective at taking off all the sticky plaque and debris that gets stuck on our teeth every day. I highly recommend My Magic Mud.
Visit mymagicmud.com to hear the full interview with Dr. Cole. Get your jar today. That's mymagicmud.com.
A 30-day GMO-free emergency food supply for only $99 at 30dayfoodsupply.com. You can purchase Oregon Trail Foods' 1-month supply of high-quality, nutritious, and healthy emergency meals. For less than $100, these vegetarian meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and they're packed with oxygen absorbers in Mylar pouches. They're completely free of any artificial flavors and colorings, have a 20-year shelf life, and take up to 70% less space than number 10 cans. They even offer a gluten-free option. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from the producers in Oregon and then passing the savings to you. Purchase a 30-day, 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99 this month, and $10 ships your entire order. Visit the website at 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where they make preparedness affordable. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Attention gun owners. It's reasonable to assume that at some point you may need to defend your family from an armed attack. But is it reasonable to mount a defense without a strong offense? Infidel Body Armor goes on in seconds, is civilian legal in all 50 states, is 100% made in the USA, is veteran owned, and ships next business day for free. Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com. INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
It's already too late. Criminals have kicked in your door and are now in your home. Before this happens, homeowners have a choice. 1, do nothing and hope you aren't one of the 1.4 million families attacked each year. Or 2, refuse to be a victim. And for as low as $59, reinforce your doors with Door Devils. Door Devils simply attach to existing door frames and have proven to stop the biggest bad guys from kicking in doors. Read our police testimonials of real-life events at DoorDevil.com. Alarms don't stop kick-ins. We do. DoorDevil.com.
I was sitting in traffic, listening to the radio. George Strait was singing Seashores of Old Mexico.
All right, folks, we are back live. Coming up, Ron Paul, Crimea secedes, so what? Russia and Crimea Parliament signed Treaty of Accession. Crimea Prime Minister mocks Lord Obama, the Lord and Savior, according to Jamie Foxx, in faked Russian uniform on Twitter. Krauthammer's take, Obama is being ridiculed by Russians. I'll tell you what I think about that. I don't agree with that. Putin says U.S. guided by the rule of the gun in foreign policy. Biden in Europe to reassure our allies over Russia's move in Ukraine. Obama says Putin is at his breaking point and says Putin must pull back on Crimea. Well, that's not happening. Markets are continuing to rally across the world on word that the sanctions are not too draconian. Yeah, because folks don't want a new Cold War and perhaps larger regional or even thermonuclear global Armageddon-level catastrophes. So I'm going to be getting to all that coming up in the next segment. Also, we're going to get into how all this ties together with Israel's defense chief says the U.S. is projecting weakness. That is not what's happening. And it's like a way to snipe at Obama to claim he's weak. They're not weak. They're incredibly evil, like a case of brain cancer, and are taking over the planet right now. As Obama is just a figurehead, he has to be brought down politically because he is the slogan, the idea of making tyranny and global empire trendy. So I'm going to break down what's really going on from my perspective, which I'm not trying to brag here. I'm just telling you my perspective is accurate on this. This is the globalist system. It's not my opinion on what's happening here. Up on Infowars.com, some of the other news. By the way, this already scrolled off Infowars.com from last night. So much of our best stuff goes up in the evening, and I never get to it. Will you guys print me? Because I didn't see it in the stacks. It's probably here. I probably missed it. I got here late today. Will you guys pull me the article about the professor that wants to arrest anyone that denies global warming and doesn't want to pay Al Gore money? DrudgeReport.com still has it up. I appreciate DrudgeReport.com carrying that. I'd like to carry that here on my own show. I'd like to cover that coming up as well. It's in my stack. I missed that stack. All right, well, I'll find it. The point is, we're going to be getting to that too. ATF agent says raiding gun store was fun. That's up on Infowars.com. Very disgusting article we're going to be covering. Again, we're going to get into what's also happening with what will happen when the big one hits California. I've got to cover that earthquake article by Michael Snyder that's excellent. And a lot more is up on Infowars.com. We're also going to get to this report out of the WashingtonPost.com. I've told you this for a long time because it was in the Telecommunications Act of '96. Again, I'm not imagining this and then just being right over and over again. I'd love to be psychic, but we're all intuitive and have a sixth sense to a certain degree, but not to this level. NSA surveillance program reaches into the past to retrieve and replay phone calls, and then buried in the article, the headline should be, NSA records every phone call and saves them forever. That's why I like DrudgeReport.com, because in the article in the Washington Post, they admit that later in the article. That should be the headline. What did Drudge headline it? NSA recorded every single call in the country. You understand? That's how they operate. And it's not just a giant screw job. And it's not just used for political and economic control by select interest unfairly. And the ultimate form of discrimination. It also cost, they estimate, $100 billion a year. And then you've got the defense budget at $600+ billion and supplemental $400 billion. It's like $1 trillion+. If you look at all the different budgets together, it just keeps expanding and getting bigger and bigger. And then you got all the black budgets together. I mean, it is just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. In fact, no one really knows. That's why CBS News reported back in September 10th, 2001, look it up, that $2.2 trillion was missing from the Pentagon and no one knows where it went. $2.2 trillion. Last time I checked, it was like $5 trillion now missing. No one knows where it's gone. Oh, but there's no corruption. Oh, let's put Kevin Trudeau in jail. Let's not let people make their own decisions about someone and what book they're selling and what the claims they're making. Let's throw him in jail. Oh, yes, federal government. You've really put the bad man in prison now. Oh, 10 years. We're all very safe now. This is like Satan going out and finding some petty thief and putting him on trial and flaying him. And everyone says, oh, thank you, Satan, for keeping us safe. And Satan says, that's what I do. I fight crime. I found someone who stole a bubble gum.
We're on the march.